There was Hugh Wisman, I believe, and he's putting on the pressure on ball already early. Prince Alfred have snatched the ball back here.
Backwards, sorry. In it comes and they're out here through Will Charlick. They come across that far side, down towards the wing.
Yes, Prince Alfred trying to get out of trouble here and reaching to the far side to do it. Some tackling pressure and taking his kick is Jack McCauley for Sacred Heart as he sends it back forward, but not effectively so. It's cut off by Prince Alfred here. Taking the mark was Montgomery, Harper Montgomery for Prince Alfred.
Father was a premiership player at Port.
So they'll be marking into the sun, but Sacred Heart will be kicking into it. And it's quite a bright sun over the ground here today. Definitely very much present here. Intercept mark taken by Ben Excel. Sacred Heart trying to send it back forward, but again it's cut off. It's a constant toss and turn of the football here, bouncing around like a yo-yo in possession.
So Montgomery it was, brings in to Sam Waltham. Now he's the ruckman. It's good to see him get a possession and boot that ball. They're inside 50 first time.
Forward. No evident ball winner coming out. Prince Alfred now on the rebound, though. It took some work, but they've gotten to the other side of the centre square. Advancing forward territory. Montgomery hands it off. It's Wilkin. He decides to go a bit further. No, he gave it off to Tasker, and he's kicked the goal. Back-to-back goals for Prince Alfred.
2 second.
And two in a row. Back to 3 goals in under 4 minutes already in this match. Sacred Heart got the instant reply that they desperately needed after conceding the first 2. They've been winning the centre clearances frequently too. Sacred retain possession. Foster decides not to take it too risky, just chips it off to the easy target, and it is Pavia Amato. He goes further. Not a great kick. It's Prince Alfred on the rebound now. They decide to elect the far side wing and try and stretch the ground out, go a bit longer. McEntie's the one trying to balance the ball here. He weaves his way around the wing traffic very nicely there, taking the mark uncontested with
Ball up in the air and puts a teammate under pressure, and you can see there the arm straight across the shoulder. So he's going to have a shot, maybe 45 out, and this looks to be Chester Forster. Forster, you are correct, sir.
We've had a share of 5 goals between the two teams, I believe, now in this quarter, if that's correct.
And just that last bit was interesting. They brought the ball across the ground and down around this wing to get the ball down there.
Tackling pressure applied here by Sacred Heart. They've been winning most of the clearances, but it looks like Prince Alfred are the ones to come out on this occasion. That was from McEntie clearing it out the way it was planned, though. Now, Oscar Kreger going out wider, finds Montgomery, who's been up and about a bit early in this quarter. We've seen his name pop up a few times.
Correct.
He's indecisive on where he wants to go next, so he has to actually expand to the other end of the centre square. He's given his teammate a bit of work to weave around as well, but Kreger, who was the one put under pressure, did it really well. Now he sends it can really make a difference, particularly in tight situations like this. It's Sacred Heart with the clearance once again, and that was off of the boot of Coe. It falls short of the goals, though, and it's actually marked within play by Prince Alfred. They try to get a move on, once again preferring that far side of the ground. Taking it slow.
Trying to get it forward here. It's that rolling maul again. Oh, not well done by the Sacred Heart lad not to tackle high there, Tyson Cohen. Here he comes. And around it was
a bit of a shaky looking kick and ultimately going nowhere with that one. It falls back in possession of Prince Alfred's clutches. Now tasked with Lagana trying to help get it out for PAC. It only finds the boundary line further down the line, though. We've got a bit of a arm wrestle here without a doubt, and I reckon Sacred Heart were very close to B. No winner coming out of that one except for maybe Sacred Heart, but that was an under pressure kick. It could lead to anything from here. Well, trying to fight his way out of that.
Montgomery
still managed to get
again.
A kick out, Montgomery. Unfortunately, it was a forced turnover because of the amount of pressure he was under.
So went back, Ryan actually got just a little nudge there as the ball went down. It's turned over. There comes now Sacred Heart run. All players going over left, right and centre. Now it's in space. He's got a metre or two. Great pick-up, but I tell you what, equally as great tackle. And well done by Harper Montgomery. He is having a great quarter, and the throw's been given. He thought he was out there, Tom Corcoran.
Had about 2 weeks off. It was obviously pretty sore, and just probably affects my kicking a little bit. Got cocked there again on the Wednesday training, but yeah, hopefully it's all good, and see how we go tomorrow. So.
All right, mate. Well, we'll call to you in a moment as well. And that's Big Weckett, I reckon, getting it down as it's right over that far side. Real loping left foot of this guy. Really nice kick on him, but puts it straight back. And once it gets it out again for Sacred Heart. And they're into the forward line here. The ball's moving around quickly. Connor Glias couldn't quite take it. And got a few light fellas there. Corcoran couldn't get it either. So they get it back. Been very impressed with the big ruckman for the opposition, Sam Wolfman. Or sorry, for the Prince Alfred. They're out.
I feel like sometimes probably over handball a bit. So, yeah, I feel like that's something that we do quite a lot. And, yeah, with marking targets like Ash and Will McCabe and stuff, it's pretty handy. So, yeah, we definitely do that quite a lot.
End of football. Then you go out to state training, all of a sudden you stand next to them, you've got to be your teammate.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So, just trying to find that balance of competitiveness and being a little bit friendly too. So, it's definitely been good. Good experience so far, and hopefully we get the job done on the weekend.
All right.
Another centre bounce. Rolling the way of Prince Alfred, they've cut a game-high 18-point margin back to just 12 points. They're 2 goals within levelling the scores. They've composed well. They've gone back to go forward here. They got the extra support to convert it forward, but unfortunately it falls short, and Sacred Heart cut it off. Let's see what they can conjure up here. It's definitely been an impressive performance so far from the visiting team. Without a doubt. And they've come out early, guns blazing in this second quarter.
Ooh.
What can they do on the far wing? There's a Mark Pate here. That's a beautiful intercept mark from Montgomery. He's been everywhere. His fingerprints will be stained on that shin for a long time, you reckon? Prince Alfred deciding to go for a bit of an exchange period here from one end of the centre square to the other. But
you'll have a go at it, will you, Jake? Too far?
He'll give it a crack, but a bit far out, I reckon.
On this occasion, didn't make the roost. Montgomery with another intercept mark. You'll hear that tale many times throughout the game. I was liking the build-up there from Sacred Heart. They actually seem to do better when they like the handball passages more than the long kicks down the line, as Prince Alfred seemed to set up well for that. At the moment, though, still under plenty of pressure and down by 18 points as the ball comes out over the boundary line. Outside of Sacred Heart looking to make an escape. The next score could do massive wonders for whoever manages to pull it off. Montgomery trying to set it up well here. Finds Kreger. He goes out.
Sacred Heart now cutting off, and they're just that little bit of tempo. So, Jake, there's a lot of left footers out there.
Oh, yeah, we've got heaps this year. A lot of good kicks too. So
that one wasn't.
Yeah.
Another left footer for the opposition. Have a look at Weckett get in there, but opens up space now in front of goal, but he runs into a brick wall. 2 players go up. It's down on the ground. Can't get it around, can he? This way, that way. They're trying to manufacture a goal here, but a few questions as we flow through. You are with Indy Rogers for the start of the second half.
Top of the ladder school leagues clash. Right now it's favouring the visiting team, Sacred Heart. Can Prince Alfred bite their way back into it? They'll need a lot of ferocity to do so. Sacred Heart trying to weed the ball out of traffic here, and Prince Alfred will have to pile plenty of it to make sure
Lad?
Yeah.
But real competitor, mate. His second effort, we've been very impressed.
Yeah, he's really good. 06, so he's very young, but he just goes hard every contest, and he's very good following up his own ruck. So
yeah, so how old is he? 16?
Yeah, he's about 16.
Yeah.
It's not going to do it. Some hands, and eventually an uncontested mark. It's Corcoran. Yeah, Corcoran coming forward. Ineffective kick. It's Harper Montgomery. We talked about this man. He's going to be the one that keeps Prince Alfred in the game. Hands like Velcro discs, really, to tennis balls. And a nasty knock off the ball there. We're just taking a look at the damages from it. There's a couple players down off the ball. Meantime, Lucas Slade keeps the ball moving for Prince Alfred. They've got the rebound in their advantage now. Advancing forward territory. Ryan Werfel working.
Football, get that ball and get it moving forward as quick as you can, and the resulting goals.
Yeah, just trying to play some good transition footy, getting it quickly from the back 50 to the forward 50. So
that ball there, mate, if you play back line, are you allowed to come into that pack?
I kind of sit back as a bit of a extra sweeper, and if there's a little opportunity for me to go forward and try and
get a snag,
get on the scoreboard.
Come on,
you know?
Yeah, get excited with it.
Yeah.
Have you kicked any this year?
No, because I haven't actually played yet this year because I missed with the injury. I've been out for the whole year, which is...
Well, that ball...
PAC boundary umpire as well. He was pretty confident that there was a goal, so a couple of different opinions over there.
The boundary umpire was celebrating, the goal umpire was saying, no, it's touch, so they're going to load up again here. I'll tell you what, they've done this a few times. This is William O'Brien. You back him here, Lockie. Doesn't look like too confident. Nice little chip in. Oh, jeez. I'll tell you what, that Weckett, mate, tell us about him. He's a big unit down forward.
Gas, it's a fair distance, a fair roost. Unfortunately, just not online. It came back.
He's a good size too, isn't he, Harry Francis?
Yeah, definitely. I reckon Prince Alfred just trying to move it now in particularly fair-paced motion.
They've hit it in one.
Oh, well, tell you what, sometimes men who understand their strengths don't need words.
I think I just blew the computer up when I hit the desk. Sorry, I hope the cross is still coming. Righto, she's on. There's more penalties, and they're off now. Harper Montgomery, he has had a pile of the ball. Oh, the big Weckett can't bring it to ground. Round it goes, puts a bump in. Good balance there by Saxon Amber. Gets it out, but it's going to come back in through Josh Fideli. Haven't called him a lot today. Oh, standing on his own was quarter. He's kicked 3 this quarter. And they're getting the ball out of the middle as well, Indy, which is really good play here. So just tell us a little bit, Locke, without giving too much away. A ball up like this, the wingers stay out. Do you get
He's gone into the middle, so he should be all right.
It is now a 6-point game in Prince Alfred's favour. They lead for the first time since the first term. Pressure coming here. Tyson Coe hasn't had the biggest of quarters, even though he's been very influential when Sacred Heart have been up and about. A whistle comes through here. It's going Sacred Heart's way. They got a chance here, yet to kick a goal in this quarter as well. Sacred Heart can be very nasty feeling, and this free kick is for Prince Alfred, I believe.
Locke, you guys get on the pickle juice for cramp? That's a serious question.
I have. I actually think it's. I think it works. I'm a believer.
Yeah, swirl it around, spit it back out. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, what do you do with the pickles? Or you actually get the actual proper shot, do you?
I just drain, just get rid of the pickles, use the pickle juice.
Oh, fantastic, mate. So there's something for our viewers, and good to see you guys are doing it. So we've got a ball up. Well, as the ball's bundled forward, but just around it goes, just a hack kick into the forward line, and having to show courage standing the wrong way was a Sacred Heart player. And once again, we see that stoic back line. I reckon, is that Montgomery again? He's another one that's had a great game and gets it out to Ollie McGuinness.
Yes, and transition play here coming back for Prince Alfred. They once again utilise their very highly favoured far wing. It's Hugh Wisman.
And Oscar Krieger it is, gives it back, and just holding that up is Marcus Pavlik. And they're loading up out the other side. So player plays on now on the left, pops it up. Good possession football to Will Kleeman. He in turn goes out wider. Look at the big crowd there right in front of the coach's box, or marquee. Into the mud it goes. And just quickly, St Peters were leading Emmanuel by 13 points at quarter time, 15 points at half time, and at the moment we understand it's a draw down there. So interesting results around the grounds. Continue on.
So perhaps the clutch has been a bit contagious to some other games in the league today. Meanwhile, from the back half, Prince Alfred trying to compose themselves. Sam Walton, which is one important thing to note. It certainly helped Sacred Heart in the second. We know that much, but it's also dialed down from what we saw earlier in the day. There's a whistle here.
Oh.
It's going to go Prince Alfred's way.
Bold call by the umpire, and here they go. Indy, bold call. The crowd was happy, and the big fella going to go back.
Ollie.
And it was Bodie Ryan who set that up off the back line as well. Oh, that's almost a hack handball over the top there, and they come forward. That was Chester Forster. A little bit hard to see the numbers out that side of the ground. They're into a true centre forward position. Where's Moyer? He's got to be around here somewhere. And we see it once again, Indy, that turn around on the half back line, and Harper Montgomery again.
Yeah, Montgomery always finds a way to the ball. He took a short kick there. Wasn't actually paid the required 15, or maybe the player stepped off them.
They've kicked the goal out of it. PAC had plenty of opportunities. They haven't been able to put it on the scoreboard.
Correct. So we're 13 and a half minutes in, and the the big fella Sam Waltham gets up again. Look at the players, and they're as keen as energetic. He swung around 3 times, so it has to be a free Montgomery. Probably the only blemish on his day, but I'll tell you what a time for that to happen. And players are running off the back line now for Sacred Heart, but player just elects to go forward into the hands of William O'Brien. Now he goes again with an inside-out screw. It's dangerous position. Moyer's there, slung the...
Can they bring it to ground from here? Because they've got a better chance at scoring if that's the case, unless Prince Alfred can come up with a formal solution, which they haven't had on the last couple of play passages. Out of the defence, only for the moment. Shoving out a handball there ferociously with Sacred Heart.
He loves it, doesn't he? He just bundled that ball along. He didn't mind the bodies.